Hi guys, what's up, good people? Of course, it's your girl Gloria, and welcome back again to my channel. So, guys, it's on Sunday around 11 a.m. and I'm just home, just chilled for the weekend as I enjoy my weekend. So, guys, I'll start by appreciating you for the love that you showed me on our last video, What is in My Bag video. I've seen What is My Bag video has gotten approximately 60 views in 6 days, and that is much as compared to other videos because like how to earn on TikTok video is still not at 60. um Baby shower video is currently at 100 after some time. So I will say that what is in my bag video has really picked so fast. And guys, I thank you, I love you. Nawalombotov, nawarank, nawapenda sana. And guys, please, if you've not subscribed, please click the subscribe button because we are on a road to 500 followers, 500 subscribers. So today I was just home, and I really had not figured out what I was going to shoot, and something just came to my mind, and I decided, why can I just not be as natural as possible? So on the What is in My Bag video, you remember I showed you this book that I was reading, My Life with a Criminal. So I thought of giving a review, or today we'll be giving a review on what I've learned so far. I've not finished the book, but I really want to finish it so fast. Probably by tomorrow, I want to get done with it because we have another book we are reading. We are not reading. We have another book we bought and we've not started reading it. It's called The Spare. I don't know if it's The Spare or Spare. One of them. It's by Prince Harry, and I really want to read this story to connect with him because just from the first chapter I read, it's like it's talking about his life with Meghan after they left, what happened, her receiving news about her grandmother, the queen, dying, and all that. So I'm really excited to get to connect with him and also just to learn from it. So this book I was reading, it was an old book, and I picked it because I'd not figured out the book I was going to read next. So I just wanted to pass through it and feel it. And guys, this book has been so amazing. I liked it because when I read it for the first time, I saw areas like Ngara, Rescos, Isli, and I really felt I was going to connect with it. Guys, if you've not read this book, please get this book and read it. It's called My Life with a Criminal, and it's on a story of a young girl called Millie. It's written by John Kariamiti. Yes, and it's the same author who wrote My Life in Crime. So Millie is a young girl from who has been raised by one parent, her mom, after both her parents divorced when she was still young. To fend for her family, her mom is forced to sell alcohol, and it's really bad. All it pains me at the beginning when she says the same house they were using is the same house the mom was selling alcohol. You can figure out being around drunkards the entire time, and the mom has to fend to them because at the end of the day, the bills have to be catered for, the bills have to be paid, and all that. So that is Millie's story from the at the beginning. The mom sells alcohol. They have to face the challenge of being in the same house with drunkards because that is the place. It's like where they'll be serving, and the guys used to sit in the same house they used to live in. So of course, after some time, the mom gets money and rents them a house, the house next door for her and the sister to use, which I think is now accommodating. For me, what I get from that part is the struggles. Like, you see many people are selling alcohol, and you don't figure out why they are actually doing it. Like in this instance, the mother does not want her kids to have that life. The mother does not want her children to be where she's selling alcohol, but she needs to pay the bills. She needs to take care of them, so she has no choice until there's a silver lining and she can rent them a house nearby. Then that situation changes. So that is actually not the whole story. That is just the story of how she was brought up. So she goes to secondary school, of course, a day school. You know the struggles again that comes with day school. We have to walk home every time and all that. For me, Millie's story, she's happy with her life, of course. She's not complaining. But from how I've read the book, is like her life is full of struggles. You know, most of you guys say, no, I struggled in my childhood and I want to change everything. But for Millie, she's happy with her life. That is one thing. But to me, I see it like it's a life of struggle after struggle, even as we continue in the novel. So after that, Millie gets into a relationship, and to a guy he really loves, who starts calling her Millie. Actually, a mom calls her Nyambui also. Yes. So this guy calls her Millie, and apparently, when she's starting her story, she says, "Call me Millie because he made you believe I liked the name. He never once told you that I begged him hundreds of times not to make the name stick. I was born with a touch of Christianity, and I didn't like the shortcuts, especially when it comes to my name. My mom called me Nyambui when she bore me. The Catholic father she took me to soon called me Miriam, which was confirmed by Bishop sometime later. Then the man I loved nicknamed me Millie, and I refused to listen to my appeals against it." Sorry guys, I know both ladies and gentlemen are watching my videos, but I'm so touched by the fact that he says, the man I so loved nicknamed me Millie, and he refused to listen to my appeals against it. For me, I'm very sensitive, and I feel this just means disrespect, because she mentions clearly that she begged and she didn't like it, but this guy called him Millie. But apparently, Millie loved the guy and did not stop him from calling him Millie. So it goes on. Millie is in school, gets to meet this guy who really spoils him. And I'm so excited when I found Hotel Boulevards on this book. And I feel like I'm on Wayaki way. I'm really connecting. Then she says she studies in Ngara. I'm really again connecting. They mention places like Isli. I really feel the story is really home and it's truly African. So it continues. The guy takes him to good hotels. Of course, he buys him gifts. He promises him that he values his education more than anything. And it can even be seen when he showers her with gifts once she passes a national examination. So Millie comes to live with this guy. And later on, he finds pistons in the house. And he asks him, and he decides, he lies to him, like they're not pistons. There's a certain kind of metal which is very, very sensitive, and she has to go and wash her hands immediately. So Millie knew these were pistons, and it continues. After some time, he sees he has that she hears that a bank has been robbed, and he suspects that the descriptions of the robbers really matches his husband's friends and his husband's descriptions where money is stolen. So that passes. Millie knows, or Millie starts getting pictures that this guy. Millie starts getting some hints that this man is like, he has some things. The guy is called Charlie. Charlie has some things that he's hiding. So it continues, another bank is robbed. I'm just at that part where another bank is robbed. And she again suspects that it's the husband, because the husband has not come home that night. So Millie ignores all these signs. Millie still continues to live with Charlie. He knows Charlie is a thug. But every time she says that Charlie will shower her with so much love that she would forget what she was actually talking about. But for me, I really blame Millie, because even as she narrates her story, she says there's a time she used to call. Charlie lied that he was selling cars. Hey, at DT Dobby, he was a car salesman. And from the picture of the life that she's saying Charlie is giving him, it's just like it's not a salesman's life. Get? So I wonder whether, okay, well, she knew at some point that Charlie wasn't a car salesman at DT Dobby. DT Dobby, again, you appear here. So those are some of the reasons that I get to connect with this book. So it goes on. Millie sees signs. Millie ignores the signs. And Millie is here with a criminal. And baby girl, why do you stay when you know someone is dangerous? Why do you decide to ignore the green lights, or let me say the red lights, or the signals, when you really have a clear picture? I mean, if today you were Millie and you see this story, what would have you done differently? In some areas, Millie says that he would call Charlie and he would hear music on the background. Which office? Whose office would you have music on the background? Not even just once. Whose office will you hear music on the background severally? Girls, if you were Millie, what will you do differently? For me, I guess if I was Millie, I wouldn't ignore the signs. If I was Millie, I would be too attentive to the reasons or the queries I raised on Charlie, on the things that were not right that I was asking. I would be too keen to understand them till the end. And if I was Millie again, I would look for someone who is my confidant, and I would really tell them what I feel or what my issues are with the relationship I have. Because in this book, as I continue to read it, I really want to get to know to the end, what did Millie do? But to me, I take Millie as this girl who did not have a stand. Yeah, I describe as a girl who did not have a stand. And I don't blame her again. Love, they always say love is blind. I just don't know how blind it is. But yes, I would blame Millie at some point. So guys, that is my story. That is the book review of My Life with a Criminal. I've just given a partial review, but guys, let's catch up on the second episode of this book review of My Life with a Criminal to get to the end of the story. And guys, if you have any comments you'll give out, because my query to you at the end of this story is, if you were Millie, what would have you done differently? Or if you were Millie, what would have you done at that moment? Yes. And guys, please, let's subscribe to my channel, and we are on a road to 500 subscribers. And guys, stay tuned, because I'll be giving you many book reviews, and also you can recommend on the books you love me to review, so that I get to look at them, or if I've read them, then I'll also give you a review of the same. Thanks for watching. Nawalove, nawapenda. Enjoy your day. Cheers.